Right. So I think that today we will say that our talk and our reflection and our exercise today will be about composition. And because it is about composition, because we will reflect on composition, it will also be about the relationship between manifestation and non-manifestation. We will explore the space and the relationship between manifestation and non-manifestation. We will try to cultivate in our workshop later the relationship between manifestation and non-manifestation and see how we can increase the level of tension and fulfillment in empty space simply by drawing lines, simply by the composition of boxes, you could say, or lines on a piece of paper. We will learn to see how two lines can create a living, interesting space. And we will also see how two lines will not create a living, interesting space, but it will simply be just two lines on a piece of paper. So we will try to feel our way into how we can give, how we can charge a space. The right word is to charge a space. By organizing space, which is that which architecture is. Architecture is the organization of space, you could say. I really prefer that definition. Architecture is the organization of space, and all fine art or pictorial art, and also, of course, therefore, graphic design, is also about the organization of space, because every medium has a frame. Everything has a space, whether we work on a computer or on a piece of paper, whether we draw a house or a free fine art sketch or making a portrait or whatever, we are always organizing space. And we are also relating to manifestation and non-manifestation without even knowing it. We are always relating to this. We are always relating to composition in this way, even when we don't know that we are doing so. But we will today we will become aware of how we relate to this basic part of composition, the relationship between manifestation and non-manifestation. The great film director from Russia, Tarkovsky, Andrei Tarkovsky, said that filmmaking is sculpting in time. It's about sculpting in time, and drawing is therefore also sculpting in space, you could say. When we are working with living images, as in video or film, or you could say even in photography, we are sculpting in time. That's a part of composition, whether the composition is a part of a fluid development or not, whether it's living film or just a still photo. But in any case, the important point today is that we will come back to the complete basic understanding and feeling of the relationship between manifestation and non-manifestation. And when and if we get more time to talk about this very important and interesting subject, we will also talk about it in a Buddhist sense, or in a Zen Buddhist sense, or in mind philosophy sense, because there is always in our life manifestation and non-manifestation. And in this way, it will become also a more philosophical investigation that we are going to do today. So this lecture will be about this, about the basic things that we can say about the organization of space, when composition will be the same thing as the organization of space, whether it is in architecture or in graphic design or in art. So we will think about this, and we will start to do some exercises with charcoal or pencils on a piece of paper. And we will talk about and find out how we can charge a space and how we can make a space become more electrified, so to speak, how we can fill an empty space of a feeling of a charge. You know, an atom is charged with an electromagnetic force. And we can charge a space, a box that we draw on a piece of paper, in the same way we can charge that in a electromagnetic way, so to speak, because we can give energy to empty space. How do we give energy to empty space? How do we increase energy to a space, and how do we decrease energy in a certain space? So we will do this with the intention of seeing that this way of looking at composition has similar relevance for both architecture and for graphic design and for art. So that's the starting point of today's exercise and talk. Thank you.